Amara's heart nearly exploded from her chest as she dropped her tray and ran. The sun burned mercilessly overhead as Amara walked through the bustling streets, balancing a tray of bottled water on her head. Sara, now 5 years old, skipped beside her, her tiny fingers clutching the edge of her mother's tattered dress.
Mama, I'm hungry,
the little girl whispered, her voice barely audible over the noise of the market. Amara's heart clenched. She had only managed to sell a few bottles that day, barely enough to buy a small loaf of bread. She smiled weakly and bent down to stroke Sara's cheek.
"We'll eat soon, my love,"
she assured her. Sara nodded, trusting her mother completely. That trust made Amara's chest tighten. The little girl deserved the world, but all she could give her was an incomplete shelter, barely enough food, and a life of struggle. She had failed her.
No.
She couldn't think that way. She had survived this long, and she would keep fighting. For Sara. For their future. That afternoon, as they made their way home, Sara's laughter rang through the air. She was always finding joy in the smallest things. A butterfly, a stray puppy, even the way the wind blew through her tangled curls.
Mama, look. I can run so fast,
she shouted, giggling as she sprinted ahead.
Sara, not too far!
Amara called after her. But before she could take another step, she heard it, the screech of tires, the blaring of a horn, and then a sickening thud. Time seemed to freeze.
Sara!
Amara's heart nearly exploded from her chest as she dropped her tray and ran. Sara's small body lay on the ground, unmoving, beside a sleek black car. The driver, a tall man in a crisp white shirt, had already stepped out, his face filled with shock.
"Oh my God!"
he murmured.
"Is she okay?"
Amara fell to her knees, hands shaking as she touched her daughter's face.
"Sara,"
she whispered, voice breaking. The little girl groaned softly, her eyelids fluttering. She was breathing. She was alive. Tears spilled down Amara's cheeks as relief crashed over her.
I didn't see her.
The man said, his voice laced with guilt.
"Please, let me take her to the hospital."
Amara hesitated. She didn't trust strangers. She didn't trust rich men in expensive cars. But this was Sara. And Sara needed help. So, swallowing her pride, she nodded.